Okay, so today we're going to talk about what happens if your exponent equals 0. So let's look at an example. Let's go back to our product rule that tells us if we're multiplying by the same base, then we add our exponents. So we have 4 squared plus 0 equals 4 squared. Well, for this to be true, this 4 to the 0 is going to have to equal 1. So for instance, it will look like 4 squared times 1 is going to give you 4 squared. So any number raised to the 0 is going to give you 1. So I'm going to write it, any number raised to the 0 equals 1. So if I have 2,748 raised to the 0, my answer is 1. If I have 7 million raised to the 0, it equals 1. Okay? Anything raised to the 0 equals 1. Now you have to be careful when you're dealing with basically things that are just more than one number. Like if you have a negative, for example, if I have negative 6 to the 0, this 0 is only attached to this 6. So this negative is going to stay out there. So I'm going to have negative 1. Whereas if I had negative 6 and the negative is inside the parentheses, then that negative is attached to that 6. So then my answer would be 1. So you want to make sure that you're watching that. You'll also get problems where you'll have maybe some variables. So you might have 3x squared b to the 0. Again, this 0 is only related to this b. So you can rewrite this as 3x squared times 1. So your answer is going to be 3x squared. Don't just see a 0 and think that it's 1. This is only attached to what directly is in front of it. Now, if you had 3x squared be all in parentheses and all this was raised to the 0, then your answer would be 1. So that is dealing with exponents raised to the 0 power. See you next time.